There is a bitter truth that no one tells you when you cross the age of 50. Your body seems to be silently turning against you. You wake up every morning, look in the mirror, and helplessly watch your belly fat get thicker. You start cutting back on portions, skipping breakfast, and throwing yourself into exhausting walks, but the scale remains ruthlessly stuck. Do you blame yourself for a lack of discipline, or do you blame your genetics? No, it's not your fault. The real culprit behind this stubborn wave of fat storage is an invisible hormonal crisis, midlife insulin resistance. After 50, your cells suddenly turn a deaf ear to metabolic signals, forcing your pancreas to pump out multiples of insulin just to handle blood sugar. When insulin is constantly high, it acts like a permanent lock on your fat storage, allowing excess fat to only enter but never leave. But don't despair, science has just proven a simple 3-minute trick right when you wake up can help you lower insulin levels up to 6 times faster than simply fasting, activating your natural fat-burning engine without having to skip breakfast. Have you ever wondered, why haven't I chewed a single bite of food, just went through a long night of fasting, yet my stomach is bloated and my weight is completely stuck? The answer doesn't lie in last night's dinner but is hidden in the first 60 minutes of the new day, when your biological clock faces a severe crisis. When you wake up, your body doesn't flip a start switch like a lifeless machine. It triggers a fierce biochemical chain reaction called the cortisol awakening response. Cortisol, the natural stress hormone, spikes to help you stay alert. However, after age 50, this surge inadvertently becomes the detonator for a metabolic disaster. As soon as cortisol rises, it sends an emergency signal forcing the liver to immediately release stored sugar, glucose, into the blood, even if you haven't eaten breakfast. Medicine calls this the dawn phenomenon. To handle this sudden sugar, the pancreas is forced to pump out insulin. Consequently, before your feet even hit the floor, your insulin levels are pushed to an alarming rate. And here is the deadly mistake that 90% of us make. As soon as you open your eyes, you grab your phone. Stress from social media pushes cortisol past its peak. Then you immediately load up on a sweet coffee, causing blood sugar to spike. Meanwhile, your muscles, the body's largest sugar-consuming machine, remain completely motionless because you are just sitting there. Medical warning: the toxic combination of high cortisol, spiking blood sugar, excess insulin, and dormant muscles is exactly when the belly fat storage switch is firmly locked in the on position. By just 8 a.m., your metabolism is completely derailed. Intervening in these precious 60 golden minutes is the vital factor determining whether your body will burn fat or store fat for the next 23 hours. It is time to take back control of your body. Welcome to the 3-Minute Morning Script, a breakthrough biological solution to help you extinguish the cortisol storm and stop insulin resistance in its tracks. No expensive equipment needed, you only need 180 seconds to reprogram your entire metabolism. Whether you are combining this with a 12-hour or stretching it to an 18-hour intermittent fasting window, this protocol will amplify your fat-burning potential to the absolute maximum. Minute 1. Awaken the muscle machine. As soon as you get out of bed, do not rush to check your phone. Dedicate the first 60 seconds to gentle movements. 10 slow squats, 10 high knee marches, and 10 calf raises. Muscle is the only organ that absorbs sugar directly from the blood for energy without needing insulin's permission. You are opening a highway to clear out excess blood sugar. Medical warning: if you are over 50 and have knee joint issues, absolutely do not squat deep. Hold on to the back of a chair and just do gentle calf raises. The goal is to wake up the cells, not to do an exhausting workout. Minute 2. Turn off the stress switch. Box breathing next. Control your cortisol with the box breathing technique. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, exhale through your mouth for 4 seconds, and hold for 4 seconds. Repeat for 1 minute. This breathing rhythm directly activates the vagus nerve, bringing the body from a stress state to a recovery state, helping insulin sensitivity recover immediately. Minute 3. Cellular revival through hydration. Finally, slowly drink 16 ounces of warm water mixed with 1/4 teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt or a little lemon juice. The minerals from the pink salt act as microscopic vehicles, pulling water deep into each cell, optimizing the detoxification process and transporting waste from fat burning out of the body. In just 3 short minutes, you have completed a biological revolution from the inside out. It is time to take action. This is the 3-Minute Morning Habit, a 3-step biological strategy specifically designed to halt insulin resistance from the moment you open your eyes. You do not need any equipment, and each step takes exactly 60 seconds. Step 1. The first 60 seconds. Muscle activation. As soon as you get out of bed, wake up your large muscle groups. Why? Because muscle is the only organ that can consume blood sugar directly without needing insulin. In these 60 seconds, perform 10 gentle squats, 10 high knee marches in place, and 10 calf raises. This short burst of movement instantly clears out the excess sugar stagnating in your blood. Important note, if you have joint issues, absolutely do not squat deep. Hold lightly onto the back of a chair for balance and focus on the calf raises. Our goal is to activate the metabolic system, not to do an exhausting workout. Step 2, the next 60 seconds, control cortisol with box breathing next. Knock out the cortisol storm with the box breathing technique. Inhale deeply through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold your breath for 4 seconds. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 4 seconds, and hold your breath again for 4 seconds. Repeat this cycle for exactly 1 minute. This breathing technique instantly activates the vagus nerve, shifting the nervous system into a state of deep relaxation. Cortisol drops sharply, helping insulin sensitivity recover immediately. Step 3, the final 60 seconds hydration and cellular revival. Finish by slowly drinking 16 ounces of warm water mixed with a little pink Himalayan salt or a few drops of fresh lemon. Plain water alone is not enough. The minerals from the pink salt act as microconductors, drawing water deep into every cell. This step helps the body flush out toxins and quickly transport waste products from the fat-burning process out of the body. In just 3 minutes, you have completely mastered your own metabolic machine. Although the 3-minute morning habit brings miraculous results in fat burning, every body over 50 is a unique ecosystem. To ensure absolute safety, here are 3 medical warnings you must remember. Warning 1, squatting mistakes. In the morning, the joint lubricating fluids are not yet operating smoothly. If you are struggling with osteoarthritis, knee pain, or a herniated disc, forcing yourself to perform deep squats can cause cartilage inflammation or injury. Skip the squats and replace them entirely with gentle calf raises while holding firmly onto a support. Warning 2, risks from box breathing. The box breathing technique requires you to hold your breath for a total of 8 seconds in each cycle. However, if you have a history of severe high blood pressure or cardiovascular diseases, holding your breath can create pressure that causes a sudden spike in blood pressure. The safe solution, skip the breath-holding beats and just focus on inhaling deeply for 4 seconds and exhaling slowly for 4 seconds. Warning 3, the trap of using the wrong salt. Absolutely do not use refined table salt for the hydration step. This bleached salt only contains a high concentration of sodium, which easily causes water retention and high blood pressure. You must use original pink Himalayan salt to get the minerals. If your doctor prescribes a completely salt-free diet, skip the salt and just use a squeeze of fresh lemon. Now that you have successfully reset your hormonal foundation with the 3-minute morning habit, the next thing you put into your mouth will determine whether those results are multiplied or completely destroyed. Welcome to the make-or-break battle of the first meal of the day, protein versus carbohydrates. Most of us make a fatal mistake, starting breakfast with a bowl of pho, a loaf of bread, or a plate of sticky rice. When carbohydrates enter an empty body, they instantly convert to sugar, creating a massive blood sugar shock. And what are the consequences? The pancreas panics and pumps out a large amount of insulin, instantly locking the fat-burning switch and forcing the body back into fat storage mode. The golden rule of biochemistry to hack your morning menu is very simple. Protein and healthy fats must always be eaten before carbohydrates. When you consume protein and fats first, they act as a biological shield, slowing down the absorption of sugar into the bloodstream. Moreover, they stimulate the release of glucagon, the hormone opposite to insulin, which is responsible for commanding the body to pull out excess fat to burn for energy. So, what does an ideal, scientifically backed and easy-to-make breakfast look like? It is simple. Start with 2 to 3 eggs cooked with a little olive oil to load up on abundant protein. Combine this with half a fresh avocado, an excellent source of healthy fats that keeps you full longer and stabilizes blood sugar. Finally, add a small handful of cashews or almonds to provide trace minerals. With just one small change in your meal structure, you have turned your body into an automatic fat-burning machine, running smoothly for the rest of the day. You see, your body is not broken, nor is it betraying you as you step through the door of 50. Do not let the candles on a birthday cake or outdated stereotypes about aging make you feel insecure or hold you back. Your metabolism is not the enemy. It is simply operating in a biological system that no one has ever thoroughly explained to you. And that system will respond powerfully and wonderfully when you give it the right signals at the right time. With just 3 minutes each morning, activating muscles, controlling stress, and replenishing minerals, you are personally rewriting the future of your health. Never accept fatigue, sluggishness, or stubborn fat as the destiny of old age. You absolutely have the right and deserve to live in a light, energetic body at any age. If you found this knowledge truly answers your long-standing questions, do one small thing: hit the like button right now. Your action is the signal for the algorithm to spread this video to millions of other people over 50 who truly need it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit subscribe and turn the notification bell on right now. We will see each other every week with no-nonsense health strategies that go straight to the biological core. Take good care of yourself, and remember to start your magical 3 minutes tomorrow morning.